Yeah.
In saying that, guys, we're going to move on to the next match of the round, which is United versus Spurs. And I said to you before we even got started, I'm like, I don't even know if I want to talk about this game. Reason being, like,
are you kidding? This is like, honestly, if a match could be a meme, this is it. This is it. Come on. This is every person that wants to have a laugh. This is the dream right here. Because you got Man United, who are an absolute joke so far at the moment. Like, just playing awful and somehow managed to win on the weekend up against Tottenham, who are probably on the opposite side in terms of luck.
yeah.
As well. So, I don't know. Tottenham at least got a result, 5-2 win. They've got
7-2.
something to show for
7-2.
it. 7-2 as well. No, I was talking in the Premier League against Southampton. So they got something to show for it at least. They've shown up.
Well, they drew 1-1 last week against Newcastle. Again, unlucky.
Very unlucky. I have to pick Tottenham. I have to. You can't pick United to win the way they have been playing. But having said that, the only reason why I would say United are potentially a chance, because these guys will G up. They will G up against another top side in Tottenham. They've got, it's not like a game against Crystal Palace where they can rock up and be like, oh yeah, you know what, we can beat these guys without trying our best. They play up to their opposition, and I think they play down to their opposition. So if that's the case, they may actually get a result against Tottenham, but who the hell knows?
Okay, so this is my honest, and I'll always think this. I've been watching a lot of stuff lately from Manchester United supporters on different podcasts and different YouTube channels, and even on Optus Sport. It seems to me that he's not a tactical manager, but what it seems like is he is a people's manager. He's created Solskjaer. Okay. As opposed to the anarchy version of these two teams are complete opposite in everything, right? The only difference is they both play. You'd say
they're both comedy. They're both comedy.
That's both the only comedic teams at the moment. They're both walking documentaries. They're both walking memes. They both play. At least you know what the thing is though is, and this is where I was going is, Solskjaer is a people's manager, and he has built a form where everybody loves each other. It's very positive, which is what they've needed for many years. They've needed to get that personality type working. What the actual problem is, though, is he's not a tactical manager. Because, to be honest, I have no idea. You don't have an idea. United fans don't have an idea. Pundits, experts, man, no one knows what their identity is. Is it a fast-paced team? Is it a counter-attacking team? Is it a VAR team? I'm not sure. On the other hand, you have there's a special one, I cannot speak, Jose Mourinho, who we know what his identity is, and this year is going to prove if he's changed the way he plays. You know, let's be honest, against Southampton, Southampton had a high line, and all they did was just try to pop it over to Son, and they worked. Then come against Newcastle, they absolutely battered Newcastle and were unlucky in the end. So at least we know the identity of what Jose Mourinho is going to bring to the table. He is going to press you at certain parts, but in a game like this, who's going to take control?
Well, that's obviously going to be the deciding factor, because, and again, that's why you have to go with Tottenham, because out of the games they've played, they've had control for large parts in pretty much all their games. They were shaky against Everton in their first game, but since then, even the Newcastle game, they controlled most of that game as well. As compared to United, who controlled possession in their first game, and that's about it. Did not much with it.
Did not deserve to win last week. They weren't the team. They didn't even have the better coach.
I don't even want to get back into last week. There was,
That's in the past. Let's move
yeah,
on.
yeah, we'll move on. But to go back to the past, just for this point, like they probably had control for about 15, max 20 minutes out of that whole game.
Yeah.
So if I don't know, I honestly don't know. We need to see something from your United, Manchester divided.
Yeah, Manchester divided. And not only that, I do think, and this is the thing about Jose Mourinho, the difference between, like I've always said, I don't see. There was a question asked if Brighton's coach took over United versus Solskjaer taking over Brighton, who would get the better results? And one pundit said that they don't even think Solskjaer would be even up for the job for a Brighton. Not discrediting Brighton, but the truth is that Jose Mourinho is going to smell blood, and he is that coach that would want to prove something. And
He is. Yeah.
and they just won what 7-2 I think on aggregate, or 7-2 against Maccabi Haifa. They're going to come out with balls, I think, Spurs. And this is the game where they prove themselves that they are going to want to win, and they are going to want to put points on the back. And this is where Manchester United, I'm just not scared of them anymore. I couldn't care less who they are anymore.
Well, I think this game will be huge for Tottenham in the sense that if they want to be taken seriously,
Yeah.
they're going to put United to the sword and put them away convincingly. If Tottenham and Mourinho want to be taken seriously again, they have to win this game convincingly.
No,
because
it's a must-win for Tottenham. And the thing is that I don't know. Like, yeah, you're right. It is.
Because Manchester United, I mean, again, as much as it is a key game for them to win as well, Tottenham's always been hiding in the shadows, whether it be from Arsenal. I mean, they've had an awesome squad the last 4 years, and what have they got to show for it? Finishing, actually, they didn't even finish second when Leicester won the title. So
yeah, that's right.
They were competing with
won it
Leicester.
that year.
Yeah, they were competing with Leicester for the title, and they lost with the team. So, I mean, this is their time, and it's probably their last chance, because if they don't make something,
their golden era.
Yeah, if they don't make something out of this team, Harry Kane's going to leave. He's going to leave. Why would he want to stay?
Yeah, I don't see it. And this is, I think, for a lot of clubs, I think this year's make or break. The honest truth is that I don't see United being that club again for a while, and it's weird. And I think roles have been reversed where they are banter FC, and all the crap that they would say to Liverpool fans and whatnot because of Liverpool's drought and everything that happened with Liverpool in the 90s. Funny enough, Ferguson in 20 years won 19 trophies. Shankly in 10 years won fucking 19 trophies. So please don't, But in saying that, it is a different era, but it's more the fact that it's almost like Manchester United's board have just completely given up. They just don't care. As long as it's top four, money's coming in and people are getting paid, they don't care. We'll have a few flashy players that, buy tops, and because it's Manchester United, whatever, but yeah.
It's all about the coin for the United owners or whoever's got majority stakes, the Glazers. It's all about the money. I mean, that's their cash cow. They're making God knows how many millions every year without success. So can you imagine if they do actually get success? But they don't really care about that.
They don't care. I think they've, put their stamp in history. But who you got? What's the score? What are your predictions?
I gotta go with Tottenham. I got it. They have to win this game if they want to be taken seriously. I got that too. I was gonna say 2-1, but for the sake of mixing it up, I'll go 3-1 Tottenham.
By VAR.
Actually, United's only goal by VAR.
Don't get me wrong, Rashford's a gun player, but I don't see this in this game him I think, yeah, I'd see Tottenham winning, not by VAR. But United
Honest,
will score by somehow VAR or something. I don't know.
Martial was about as useful as a garden gnome on the weekend in the game against Brighton. He did nothing.
Yeah,
So
he did that one move, and that's about it. And haven't seen him all week.
no, nothing.
So
And he's got so much skill. He always seems like he's on the cusp. And
yeah,
then
I don't even think people are using him on FIFA. So
that's
I
when you
think,
know.
yeah, that's when you know you need to get back into it. He scored 17 goals last year in 32 games, so I'm not going to complain. But
He got a few good inform cards, so
yeah, that's the main thing.